All right, so apparently I've been getting this question all day. A-Side, do you think that Gervonta Tank Davis is overtraining? Do you think that Ramadan is actually going to cause him a negative effect in his fight? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Tank Davis is in great shape right now, and I think that's the exact shape he needs to be in going into a Frank Martin. What you think before we get into
I,
the video, Sean?
I think it's gonna be great for him. I think
Yeah,
Ramadan replenishes the body. I think it's gonna be great, and the mind gonna be even stronger than it ever was before.
for sure. But before we get into it, let's check this video out real quick.
Let's do
Taste
it.
Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So a lot of people are talking about
Salute to Dante Boxing Nation. Y'all go over there and subscribe to his channel and check his videos out.
Gervonta Tank Davis's recent pictures that he put up on his Instagram, saying that he looks skinny, saying that he's a lot smaller than he normally looks at this stage of training. But I think this has everything to do with the time that Gervonta spent in jail. I think the fact that Gervonta, he sat in there with nothing but his thoughts, it made him dedicate himself even more than he was dedicated before. Meaning he did not want to get out of shape when he was there. All he was thinking about was his career and preserving his career, which kept him from blowing up in weight like he usually does. You guys have to remember, this is the first time that Gervonta Tank Davis had ever been in a situation where he couldn't go to the gym and train when he wanted to.
Yep.
He was stuck in a jail cell. That makes you appreciate that time you spent in the gym even more. It wasn't that long ago that Gervonta used to blow up all the way to like 170 pounds. And as small as Gervonta is, it really made no sense for him to blow up like that. So it looks to me like Gervonta, he's taking a new approach, more of a Floyd Mayweather approach.
Yep.
Hard work and dedication. That means staying in shape at all times, even when you don't have a fight lined up. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And it looks like he's going to be more than ready when he fights against Frank Martin, which might be his toughest fight of his professional career.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with Dante Boxing Nation. I mean, I think he's staying in shape. To answer the people that have been saying that, do you think Ramadan and him being this small could actually negatively affect him? I think that it can positively affect him because he's not blowing up in weight. And if he's not blowing up in weight, then that means that he's working on technique. He's working on strategy. They're working on a game plan for Frank Martin and actively working that game plan throughout the duration of his training camp, right? They're not in no fat camp. They're not in any of that. The last physique update, as you can see right here, Tank looked like he's in phenomenal shape. Look at that. Tank with a six-pack. I mean, I can't remember the last time you seen Tank with a six-pack. The dude is shredded, man. He's cut. Definitely probably single-digit body fat, if not close to it. But he has an athletic build still, right? If you look at this video right here, he still carries an athletic build, that allows him to be agile, that allows him to use his agility inside of the fight. He already have power that's naturally God-given, right? But now his speed is gonna be even quicker. He's gonna be even lighter on his feet. What do you think about that?
I think everything that you said about his body is definitely going to play a part in his fight and when it shows up. But mostly, I think that it's his mind. I think his mind became stronger being in the jail cell, being by yourself. You hear people say all the time when they in jail, they come out totally different. It's either going to break you or make you, right? So on top of coming out doing Ramadan, Ramadan is very tough. For anyone that knows about Ramadan, it's tough to go all day, not have nothing in your body. It keeps you in here. It keeps you strong. It keeps you grounded.
So you're saying that that's a mental component, a mental strength that he's built with this Ramadan, and that can play an effect inside of the fight as well.
It made his mind muscle stronger. So now he's completely. You can tell he's completely. This is the most focused we've ever seen him.
Right.
We've already seen him be leading up to the Ryan Garcia fight. We've seen him even be focused than he usually ever was. But this is like another level.
I like that you added that mind component in that, because that is what people usually say. Mind is like 90% of a fight, right? And the other part is 10%, and the other 10% is like 8% skill. The other percent is talent and whatnot. But they were pretty much alluding to the fact that most of it is a mental game, and if he's building up his mind alongside with his body, it can spell disaster for Frank Martin.
Yeah, I treat for sure.
So to answer that, I don't think Ramadan actually did him anything negative. Or anything is going to net him a net positive. But another thing that I wanted to get to, right? So we was not able to cover this because of the fight last week. But the week before last, sorry. But I wanted to bring up the Sebastian Fundora, right? I wanted to bring up the Sebastian Fundora and the Tim Tszyu fight.
Yeah.
More particularly, what happened after that fight. We actually have EJ that was inside the arena. Let's take a look at that. So you see EJ with his fans. And they showing EJ a lot of love, man. But that's one thing about EJ. Like, even though he lost, like, EJ still carried the presence of that champion, man. He still carried that lone star mentality. You gotta love that about Earl.
Hey, Earl. EJ. What happens to Fundora when he faces you?
Hey, what's up, Leonard, man?
What's up, boss, man?
Tim Tszyu's manager said that they will vacate that would be your title to fight Errol Spence first instead of Crawford. What do you think about that, man?
Well, again, I just saw that. I saw a tweet yesterday from Earl. The difference between Earl and everybody else, Earl gets what he wants.
Right.
Earl's family. You know what I mean? It's like Earl say he want that fight. If that's what he wants, I'm sure Al gonna make it happen.
Shout out to my boy Aki TV for providing that content.
Hey.
Now, something interesting was said there. If you pay attention to it, he said the difference between EJ and everybody else is Earl gets what he wants, right? EJ is family. I'm sure if EJ wants it, Al is going to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think when you hear those words come out of Leonard Ellaby's mouth?
It means exactly what he said. EJ gonna get whatever he want, right? Because EJ has a history of being with them. He's their money guy, right? Bud is not the guy for them. You get what I'm saying? That's not their home. That's not their golden child. EJ is their golden child, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm taking from that is EJ is gonna get that Fundora fight, especially because Fundora wants EJ. Now, do I think EJ is going to win the fight? I don't think so.
You don't think EJ is going to beat Fundora?
Nah.
Okay, so here's what I got from that. I got when Leonard Ellaby said EJ gets what he wants, it's exactly what he said. EJ gets what he wants. So did EJ not want Bud? Because if EJ gets what he wants, EJ could have got Earl Spence and Bud too, right? But from my understanding, EJ had told Bud he might as well just go on pretty much about his career, right? Yep. And carry on. But he told him that, from my understanding, because of an eye injury, right? Eye injury and the time that it would take to heal, he might as well just go on and fight somebody else, right?
He said, go on, do you think, champ, right? Ain't that
pretty much. That's exactly what was said, right? But not only that, now he's saying, Sebastian Fundora, I want you. Did your eye heal to the point where you can fight? And if you can fight, do you not want the Bud fight anymore? Why not the Bud fight?
Well, it could be a bit of Bud not wanting to fight at 54 at the time, right? At the time, we only heard Bud say no. 47.
No, we're not about to do that.
We only heard
no. Hold on. Bud was saying that 47 was hard to make.
Yeah.
He had to get on the scale a couple times. He couldn't wait to go to 54. So that's not true. Like, he thought that the fight was going to take place at 47 only because of the stipulations within the clause, right? Yeah. But he said that if EJ would have asked him to go to 54, it'd have been no problem. Nobody just never asked him. But he would have went to 54.
Behind the scenes, they was pushing for 54, and they even shook.
Okay, so why aren't they not Why aren't they going to 54? Why don't EJ, your Texas brethren, want to fight at 54?
No. Hey, man, y'all bringing up too many memories for my man. Look, he ain't ready right now.
Okay, so that's fair. I'll take that. Y'all ain't ready for that right now.
I'm speaking for. Actually, no, I'm not speaking for Spence. I don't know. He said he want the smoke, right? But it ain't. I don't know.
I mean, it's not seeming like it. It's just not seeming like
it's not. It's really not because.
But the thing is, if it's a bad style matchup,
contract, he could get Bud right now, right? They still in contract.
That's what he said. Not only that, it will be honoring the contract. 1, 2, he gets what he wants. So Al Heyman to make it happen.
Exactly.
Okay, so
that's just it's throwing me off too. It's throwing me off.
So we're gonna see what Fundora say about it. We're gonna see what Fundora say.
Sebastian, congratulations, young man, on a great win. My question to you is: the WBO orders you to fight Crawford next, or you'll be stripped. Under any circumstances, will you vacate the WBO belt to fight Errol Spence?
Whatever they give me. Errol Spence is a great opportunity. I think it's a match made in heaven. But Terrence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. I would like to fight him.
Oh.
But that boy is a straight gangster, man. You say what you want to say about Sebastian Fundora. That boy is a gangster.
He didn't say that. No, he didn't say that the first time.
Yeah, he did. You heard what he said? Man, hold on, man. Let me show you what standing on business sound like. Let me show you what standing on business sound like. Hold on,
man, this ain't real.
We got a player hater. We got a player hater in the house. Hold on.
I ain't no nobody. This
the
fake
WBO
news.
belt to fight Errol Spence.
Whatever they give me. Errol Spence is a great opportunity. I think it's a match made in heaven. But Terrence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. I would like to fight him. Spence is a great opportunity. Errol Spence is a great opportunity. I think it's a match made in heaven.
My dog Sebastian Fundora standing on business. That's right. He's standing on business. He's standing on business. He told you he want to fight Bud. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's impressive to me. If he actually moved within that direction, I have nothing but respect for that dude. Shout out to Aki TV for providing that clip. Nothing but respect for that dude in order to see someone see that Bud, number 1 pound for pound, the most talented, one of the hardest hitters on planet Earth, coming to your division, and then you want to fight him next. I mean, I can do nothing but take my hats off to you. I think Bud is going to get him because Sebastian Fundora has the type of style that is perfect for Bud. He's not flea-footed at all. He fights very small, even though he's a tall fighter. And Bud, I can see him catching him with one of those hooks that'll send him to the gulag immediately. I mean, that's just what I see from the Sebastian Fundora fight.
You can't see Fundora catching Bud with an uppercut or a hook.
I don't see Sebastian Fundora knocking Bud out. I just don't. I can see even if he do catch Bud with the hook. Okay, so you caught Bud with the hook.
No. I'm saying send him to the gulag, like you just said.
No, I don't. No.
Why can't? Why?
He won't. No.
Why can't though?
Why? No, he won't. He ain't gonna do it. I put it like this. I see Bud sending him to the gulag before he sent Bud to the gulag. That's a bet.
Okay, that's cool.
That's a
bet.
Bet.
You acting like Fundora ain't just show us the ultimate grit, the ultimate he came back, right? He came back from a nasty knockout, right? And showed us the ultimate improvement that you want from a fighter.
What's grit? What's grit when you have a man that can separate you from your conscience?
Hold on now. Hold on. So you don't think there's gonna be a challenge for Bud to even get close to Fundora?
What? Fundora gonna get close to you? Fundora don't fight with his height. He don't.
We just seen him do it,
bruh. We seen Tim Tszyu hit him with so many right flush. It didn't make no sense. We're gonna bring that up. We definitely gonna bring that up. Man, it looked like Tim Tszyu it looked like he spammed the square button on fight night.
He
hit him with so many.
He hit him with 4 straight right hands.
No, he hit him with 5 straight. It was bad.
It was
what you think Bud would do to him, man? If you don't cut it out, man. Hey, so
I'm just trying to see.
That was the week before last. Now we had a bigger drama with the last week, in the words of Triple G. You see what I'm saying? We had big drama with not only the Richardson Hitchens fight, but Clarissa Shields and Alicia Baumgartner. Now, here's something that I noticed. I thought I was the only one that noticed this, but apparently another content creator, huge content creator in showbiz, The Dope, had actually noticed the same thing. Let me go ahead and play it for you guys.
Was the most biased commentator I've ever heard last night.
Let me play that again for you.
Was the most biased commentator I've ever heard last night. And there was a minute where that sister was sitting there like, oh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
I heard her like, come on, baby. Come on. When a sister says, oh, Lord, and come on, baby, you get your ass wet. Just to let you know, if a sister says, oh, Lord, and come on, baby, the only thing left is Amazing Grace, right? The only thing left is her singing, Amazing Grace, how sweet, and rocking your ass.
Hey, can we just give it up for showbiz? Salute to showbiz, man. Like, yo, look at this. Look at this was so funny to me.
And there was a minute where that sister was sitting there like, oh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
It is bad. It's so bad.
Yo, she said, "Who Jesus? Who Jesus? Who Jesus?" Yo,
Clarissa did a good job though, commentating. I don't care. That's what she's supposed to do. They do that for them. So she gonna do it for us for sure.
Man, I'm telling you right now, the best thing you can have in your corner the best thing you can have in your corner is a black woman that's for black men, man. Because she was like, she ain't played no games about Richardson Hitchens.
Oh Lord. She was like,
hey man, somebody saying that, who Jesus? She gonna ride for you.
Like, oh Lord.
I'm telling you, man, that woman is about to ride for you. She's about to lie for you on the stand. Like, I'm telling you right now. Salute to Clarissa Shields. But that wasn't the only drama that had taken place with Clarissa Shields that night. Apparently, the other undisputed champ and Alicia Baumgartner had showed up to said fight, and they had some heated words and some exchange. Let's check that out.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You can't fuck with me, loser. Loser, fucking drug tea. I ain't never took a drug tea. Drug tea. Oh my God. And then you fight for 300K. You broke. You broke. 100K. 100K. Catch up. I won it. How much did I score? I won. I want to be you. Never. I don't want to be you. Never. You're a one-time undisputed champ. And then you a drug team. And then you have split decisions. Do I have? If y'all know a woman, this woman do you know a woman? This woman wants to. Don't nobody want to be no.
Hey, this kind of look bad, man, because it's, the sisters are going back and forth. But here's the bad part about it. I be wanting some of these mailboxes to run up on each other like that. Hey, man, what's up, man? Hey, sign the contract. What you do with the finger in their face? What you do, little bro? What?
Yeah. Sign that contract. You heard what I said?
Sign the contract.
You heard what I said? Hey, you got to give it up for Frank. Frank did that.
Frank definitely did do that.
He did that.
Drug team and a fucking loser. Look at she get all these big bitches. Who are you knocking out? Listen. Again, an insecure woman. Listen again. I am insecure. Shut me up. Insecure. Shut me up. Insecure. Shut me up. Insecure. Look at her. Shut me up. Why so much? Why so much? Well, we got 10.
What's the lowest you can do? What do you reckon?
54.
54.
That's the lowest I've been.
What's the lowest you can do?
I haven't fought at 146. I was 16. I'm 29.
Yeah.
Happy belated, thank you. I just turned 29. Almost 30. I can't believe it. But no, look, I had to run up on her ass, let her know, quit fucking playing with me. Like, why you think everything? You think that she can just like clout chase off me and think that I was so nice to her, she feel like I'm soft. Like, I'm not soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can really get it cracking. Like, if you want to fight, we can fight. But don't think I'm gonna keep letting you disrespect me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, fight me.
When did this start?
It started when she became a hater. She started calling me out after the video went viral of me getting dropped 5 years ago by some dude who can spar. She jumps on that video, and mind you, me and her are still friends. Then she jumps on that video and starts like talking shit about me, saying she'll drop me, she'll do this, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I guess we not friends.
Hey, that's not cool. If Felicia Baumgartner did that when she actually got dropped by a dude in sparring. When she got dropped by a dude, right? Okay, I believe it was a hook that she didn't see, and then she got dropped. And if you friends with somebody, you don't jump on the bandwagon and do that. I don't know the full story from both sides, but from what I'm gathering from Clarissa, that's not cool in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's low, man. That's low. Like, you kicking at somebody that you calling your sister.
Yeah, for sure.
Down, right?
Yeah.
What is that, bro?
But does that not show you the true character of someone when you're down and then they do something like that? You know what I mean? Does that not show you, all right, this person wasn't never really rocking with me to begin with? Because if they were, they would have never they would have never jumped on the bandwagon. They would have been by my side.
Right. So that's why people in boxing say it ain't no friends in boxing, regardless.
That's a fact.
Ain't no
That's a fact. That's a fact.
No friends in boxing, right? Soon as they see the opportunity to get what you got, they taking it.
That's a fact. Before we continue, guys, make sure you go ahead and Ali shuffle over to that like button, punch it, then left hook and subscribe for more knockout content. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Let's continue.
So we're not sisters? Okay. So then she reaches out and she's like, hey, it's just business. I'm like, what do you mean it's just business? Like, what are you talking about? Like, if you want to fight, we can fight. And I was actually considering 147. But when I seen all the disrespectful stuff that she was saying, I was like, man, I'm not gonna, I look like dropping 30 for a girl that dropped dirty, bro. Like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and just, if you want to fight me, come to 154, come to 60, or you fight me at 68. But I'm not gonna come to a weight class that benefits you because you're too small to even see, what does she call it? Barking up my tree. Like you're too little. And we saw that today. If I would have took my heels off, I still would have been a giant over her. She's like, look at you. Yes, look at me. I got a 45-inch waist on the ass. I'm a 32 on the waist, and I'm a B cup up top. Okay, that's my size. You want to give me some gifts? Give me some stuff. But like when it comes to my legs and stuff, like I'm a bigger girl. All the women in my family are pretty big girls, and I'm not ashamed of that. But I work damn hard to get down to 160 and to 154. But to go down there and fight against a girl who, whatever, she's a drug cheat. I don't give a fuck. She's the one did it, not me. So if that's how you walk around on weight all year.
That's how you walk around on weight all year.
Dang.
Hello.
I don't know if that's true.
Check this out though, Asai. What you think, right, about Clarissa approaching her, right? And then, mind you, Alicia is the one started everything, started the talking, and I'm the one, and you jealous of me, right? Mm-hmm. But when Clarissa goes and addresses it to her, the first thing she want to say is, "You want to be me? You envy me." Like, what do you like? What is the logic? Like, what? It's hard for me to understand the logic with that, right? Like,
the body language was there. I mean, body language is 90% of all communication, right? Or 80% of all communication. Like, she almost turned her back to Clarissa.
Almost.
Pretty much, right? To Clarissa. So Clarissa was the one that was coming with that energy, as a champion. She really carries that present, that two-time undisputed, you see what I'm saying, Olympian presence. She carries that presence. You see what I'm saying? She has the pedigree. So she checked her. But the most important thing was what she said, and I heard. She said that they had a relationship, that they called each other sisters, right? And because of that relationship, she was considering going to 147. But it wasn't until she started disrespecting her and jumping on the bandwagon that she said, you know what? Now I'm gonna push my weight around. Now you have to come to 54. Dude, that's your core picture behind you is so funny. Like as I was saying that, and then Shakur just sitting right there looking with them two. He just looked like Rico off of Paid in Full. He just got Rico energy.
He did look like Rico.
Yo, he got that.
That would be a fire nickname for him, low key, Rico. That would be a fire nickname for him.
Yo, he got that. You got 5 bricks on you? Yeah, but go ahead, man.
Nah, man, for me with this situation, bro, I don't like Alicia's energy, bro. It just got fraud written all over it to me. Like, it's like, man, you saying what have you done? Go who and look at you. Yeah, look at her, bro. Like, you want everything she has in the game. You called her out once you seen that, oh, it's an opening. Oh, she can go down. Oh, she, you know what I'm saying? Like, she can't get her chin touched. Yeah, for sure. It's a fight. Is she fighting a man? It's a man. Like, that's going to happen, bro. Men are strong.
That tells me that she's been waiting for an opportunity to see a hole in her game.
Exactly. Right.
That's what that tells me. That tells me that because she keeps uttering the words hating and jealous and all. These are the words that she's uttering.
Looks and stuff.
Clarissa's not saying that, right? So it's almost like Bumgardner is projecting that on Clarissa, but Clarissa never said that. Clarissa talking about bumping just at a certain weight. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? She's talking about.
She said, "Fight me." She's talking about you're so jealous. What?
She started hitting her arm and stuff like that. So hey man, she's just.
Clarissa almost did it. She almost really did that to her. She almost said, "Hey, look."
And let's continue with the next video. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button and subscribe. Smash the like button and subscribe. Let's continue.
The payday, and I know you heard the interview. He asked for 150, 200 million to fight Benavidez. A lot of people don't like that rhetoric. A lot of people have said,
yeah, I understand. Yeah,
Canelo's pricing himself out of the fight. There's no way that he can get that much money for a fight with Benavidez.
You have to understand that when you've achieved as much as Saul's achieved, rhetoric is not your biggest concern. Like, he actually doesn't care what people think. Like, he's established himself as a legend of the sport. He's fought everybody, and I don't know how serious he was about the 150 or 200, but why not? Give him your number. You know, we live in a crazy world. Someone might pay it. I don't know. But one thing I know about Saul is he ain't afraid of anyone. He has no problem fighting David Benavidez. I think he's not over the moon about how much Benavidez would rehydrate in the ring, because he'd probably have 15 pounds on Canelo. But he has no problem fighting him. But he also understands that it's a huge fight. And if it's a huge fight, you better pull your money out, because that's the way Saul works these days. You know? And he's got legacy, he's got belts, he's got everything. Now's about the fights that he wants and the money you're prepared to pay. So I think that message was more like, if you want.
What you looking like there for, Shine, man? What's going on, man? What's going on, Shine? Talk to us, man. What you on mute? You on mute?
Eddie Hearn is thorough to me, man. And he just up here capping. Bro, dang well, Canelo care about everything everybody says. Because if that was the case, he wouldn't be saying, "No, I'm not fighting no Mexican fighters." But turn around and say, "Oh, I'm the best all time," and "Oh, why would I fight him?" And he only gonna bring 25. Like he cares. He hear it all. He cares. he just want to make up excuses to where he don't gotta fight him. He try to make every excuse he can. He needs to knock it off. He know damn well Canelo went in that back room and said, "Don't give me, don't."
Hey, he said, "Don't give me David. Don't."
You better not give me that fight, Eddie.
He put his finger in his face.
On this fight, pay me my money, and I'll be there.
Was that more of a, I guess, a play for this next fight because you have a relationship with His Excellency out there in Saudi Arabia to make that fight in Saudi Arabia, given that they do have deep pockets over there? They could pay that amount for that fight.
I think they have deep pockets, but they're smart people. Like, their fight has to work for them. It's not just a blank check that can be written at any moment. You know, there is a plan to what's happening in Saudi Arabia. And, you know, I think we've seen before, one thing they won't stand for is people taking advantage of the fact that they do have funds available for major sports events. So if the fight makes sense and it's a fight that His Excellency likes, I'm sure he'd be prepared to do it, but only on his terms and the numbers that make sense for Saudi Arabia. And, you know, they want to stage the biggest fights in the world, and Benavidez against Canelo is a huge fight.
Have you spoken to him about taking Canelo over there or staging a fight with Canelo over there?
Yeah, I mean, and I believe Canelo's spoken to him personally as well. You know, I think His Excellency wants to bring the biggest names in the sport to the kingdom, and Canelo is one of them. So we'll see.
All right. So, I mean, I hear Eddie. I hear him. But at this point, it'd be best for Canelo just to come out and say, David Benavidez, I'm not going to fight you. Like, straight up and down, I'm not going to fight you. No matter what you do, I ain't going to fight you. If they give me 150, I'm going to tell them it's 200. If they give me 200, I'm going to tell them it's 2.25. You see what I'm saying? So I honestly believe that the matchup for David Benavidez and Canelo, he doesn't like the matchup because of David Benavidez' youth, his speed, his boxing ability, and his range, man. That dude is very rangy. He throw punches and bunches. I don't think Canelo can keep up at that pace anymore. People always talk about how, you know, Canelo shooting in between shots and stuff. But when the last time we seen the Canelo versus Triple G won? When the last time we seen that version of Canelo? When the last time we seen Canelo versus Cotto? You know what I mean? Like, we haven't seen that Canelo in a long time. And you mean you want to put him in there with a killer like Benavidez? Yeah, good luck.
When's the last time we seen Canelo with an A+ fighter, or not even elite, just the A fighter? Who would you say?
I mean, technically, you could say male. I mean, technically you could say male, but he was too small. So he was just too small.
It's always something, right?
It's always something. Billy Joe Saunders was a B fighter, B+. I'll give that. You said an A?
An A. The only one I can think of is Bivol.
Bivol. You know, it's weird to me. I almost forget that he fought Bivol.
With Bivol, I feel like that was like cherry pick going bad or something. Like he was just.
I think it was a cherry pick that's going wrong, right?
Yeah, like he thought Bivol just wasn't what Bivol really was. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But true people who understood new boxing knew Bivol was really one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying?
No, Bivol was really like that.
I gotta give him some grace. There's no way. I don't know. It's kind of like, yeah, it was, because it's like, why are you going to 75?
He should have just fought Benavidez if he was fight Bivol.
You know what I'm saying? Fighting Bivol when you got I was just like, you have Benavidez.
It got a lot to wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, why would you do that?
But the thing is, I would have wanted to see him and Bivol fight again at 68, but he didn't want to do it. So, all right, we got our next video. Let's go.
Because of the business, just wanted to get your thoughts on. Are you aware of the Crawford situation with the Fundora beating Tim Tszyu and the sentence Spence in? And just what's your thoughts on? Do you think Crawford would get it, or you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at it, like, firstly, is there a rematch clause? I know I think Tszyu's team say there is. Samson said there's a verbal one. I mean, I can't believe you would enter a fight 12 days out to save a show as the champion and not have a rematch clause. So I'm presuming they have one. If they don't, and regardless of what Sampson says, who's a lovely man, a verbal contract means absolutely nothing. You can say, we're going to honour our word. There's no terms. Right? So you can say, we're going to honour our word. Make sure you give me 20 million and we'll honour our word. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm if I'm Fundora now, and if I'm Sampson's very experienced, you're getting your boy a massive payday. Because I'm not saying he got lucky, but with the cut, he hit the jackpot, right? So now you're getting the biggest payday. There's money in Australia to do that rematch. There's the Spence fight, right? There's the Crawford fight. What I think will happen, again, talking about the PBC, Crawford is not with the PBC, so therefore, unless the PBC can capture Crawford, they won't do the fight against Fundora. I think you'll either see Fundora against Zhu or Fundora against Spence. As I understand it, Fundora is now out for 6 to 8 months, I think, with that nose injury. So maybe Zhu will fight in the meantime, But we've got Madrimov there, the other world champion, He's ready. But I don't think you'll see Fundora against Crawford.
Do you think Spence is the more money-making fight? Because Sampson told me that it'll be 90,000 Texas.
Yeah,
money.
Hey, who do you think the more money-making fight, Spencer Bud and Tim Zhu? Do you think? You think Bud?
Bud and Benavidez. That's what I think. I think Bud needs to stop ducking, fight Benavidez. He said he want Canelo, fight Benavidez, and get Canelo. Stop ducking Benavidez because he 168. He 168 too. Shoot. Why you only want to fight Canelo?
All right, now he talking crazy. Talking crazy.
Nah,
one of the reasons Sampson got a U-turn a little bit is because there is.
Pause the video, man. Hey.
Yeah, he talking crazy.
No, for real though, it's hard. I feel like it's even, but slightly you gotta give it to Spence just because of the history and his track record.
You
right?
really think Spence will bring more money in the Bud right now? Even right
That's
now.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's hard because in the same sense, I think that
because we never seen Spence after that defeat. We don't know what he's gonna pull in, what he's gonna bring in.
That don't matter.
No, I'm saying all those fans are still going to pay for. So
sure.
are the EJ fans are still going to pay at the rate in which they was paying? Are they going to drop off? Is they going
to even more because they love EJ so much, bro.
And they want to see him get a win, right?
They want to see it, and not only that, Fundora and Spence is a great fight. Just period. Like that's going to sell on its own.
But not only that, that will also be like a moral victory over Bud because that would mean they beat him to get to the belt first. You see what I'm saying? So it would be a small aha to Bud.
Yeah.
There's money in Australia. We saw Pacquiao fight Horn there.
Oh, I meant like Spence. Like he compares.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm comparing the money, to Zhu, not just Spence and Crawford. Like Crawford and Spence, in my opinion, have very similar profiles, right? I mean, Crawford beat Spence, but. I think wherever the money is, that's where Fundora will fight next, and that there is deceiving amount of money in Australia, and maybe that could be the one.
Deceiving amount of money in Australia,
but he could be right. It could be a deceptive amount of money in Australia, and he could have a point for a rematch.
You think so? I mean, I've never heard of
it makes sense that if it's a rematch and he said it, I had the gash in my head, it was a war. Imagine if I don't have that gash in my head, what's going to happen in round 2? I got to get it back to blood.
Deceiving is that's a strong word right there.
I mean, it could be a deceptive amount of money.
Check this out. I ain't never heard of an Australian fight that didn't make more than 10 million.
That did not?
That didn't. Like a big fight, like a fight with 2 names, like where they gonna sell it out?
Yeah.
Cambosis, Pacquiao. What's the name?
That's pretty much the 2 biggest recent ones that I can remember. And we really don't.
Did a lot, but whenever
Yeah,
they got a fight for real, it's always done great numbers.
That's
is the face of Australian boxing right now,
and he got to get it back. They're gonna pay to see him.
No, he need that rematch. It's already a rematch clause. He got that. He got to get it.
He can sell. No, it's no rematch clause. Remember,
They said it was.
No, Eddie just said that it wasn't.
Man, Eddie lying. Eddie be capping all day on this thing. He be capping all day on this recording.
You know what? I could have had it wrong. I think Eddie probably could have said that with the smart team, he probably they should have put it or they could have put. I don't know.
Yeah,
I gotta double check that because I could have sworn I said it wasn't a rematch clause.
It was a 4 weeks notice, and they wanted to be fair. He had to adjust to a 6'6" southpaw. Like, come on, nah, hell.
All right, well,
no.
I see what you mean by that. But next, we jump into the X. Let's go.
Do it.
All right.
What we got?
So, what we got? We in the X. We got some guy on Twitter named Ray Davis. He said at this point, Ray Jackson. My bad. Ray Jackson. He said at this point, I don't give a F who Boots fight next. We gotta get him back in the ring ASAP. It's crazy to me how he couldn't get a fight with Barrios, Stanionis, or Crowley. Dog, shaking my head. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care if Boots was to fight a cardboard box right now. I want to see him fight. You know, it's really wild that we're not seeing as much of Boots as we should, and he's a special talent that only comes around probably once in a generation. I think he's our Roy Jones Jr. I think
1 year away from the sport of boxing is a long time, man.
It is an absolutely long time. Yeah,
man. Boots is too special of a talent for him to not have had nobody to fight. But that lawsuit, people got to remember that lawsuit is a big part of it. So
I'm telling you, man. I think Boots.
I think we'll see him twice this year, though. Regardless, we'll see him twice.
I'm telling you, I think Boots should. I think Boots should be managed by Bill Haney. Man, that is a match made in heaven. I already tell you that. Boots is the talent, but he don't speak much. And you know, Bill will generate enough hate for people to want to fight.
You know, y'all enemies gonna say, "Oh man, they just want to manage him so they don't gotta fight him." You know.
That would be a narrative. Yeah, that would be a narrative. That'll be a good narrative. But DHP along with the Enos camp, it's
a great idea. That's
hell. That's hell to deal with.
Idea.
All right, so we got a guy named A-Side on Twitter, not A-Side from YouTube.
No, that's A-Side from YouTube, y'all. You don't let him fool y'all. That's him. That's the one that be tweeting. It's him right there that be tweeting those stories.
That's definitely not A-Side.
That's A-Side right there, man. That's double R. Go ahead, though, man.
He pulling the Eddie Hearn. He capped it right now. He sleep with a cap on. You know, he just be lying, man. He just be lying. So
yeah, all that.
Guys, I don't know if y'all can get to a stoplight or whatnot if you're driving in the morning, but if you look at the shirt, it got a picture of Ryan Garcia taking a knee after Tank Davis had hit him with a body shot. And then on the back of the shirt, it says, Ryan is not La Raza by DHP with the green, white, and red, Mexican flag. So Michael Benson said, Devin Haney is now selling this new merch on his website ahead of Ryan Garcia fight on April 20th.
For sure.
So A-Side said, this has B Diddy written all over.
Bill, is that you?
He said this guy B Diddy written all over it.
B Diddy's been wilding for the past 2 weeks, y'all. He's been going crazy. Hey,
yo,
look, hold on. Go back real quick.
Oh man.
You know, I told you that one time. I told A-Side on the phone, I be liking the guest fighters. What color they gonna wear on their night?
Yeah,
He just gave me a hint. He might come out like Floyd and Tank did against they big Mexican fighter fights with the red.
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be
white,
dope if he do
green.
that.
Because I don't think Devin had his yet. He ain't had his turn yet with that.
Nah, he hasn't. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. Now you got me thinking.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Now you're gonna come out in some purple stuff. I bet it's gonna be completely off. So we got Shakur Stevenson post. Take one of them big name fighters off and put my name in the mix in New York. Remember, I said this, that Muff will sell out. Garcia Stevenson or Haney Stevenson would have went stupid in New York. Just saying. So we got a subscriber that says, you already turned down Haney 25%, shaking my head. And another one said that you can't even sell out the Prudential Center. So that's what we got for the X. It's just, man, this is crazy. They need to stop with this B Diddy, man. I'm not feeling that. That's not my dog BH the Great. I'm not feeling that, man. Y'all gotta.
Hey man, you better stop complaining and accept his name. But look,
B Diddy is wild, man.
Now what Shakur just said, can't rock with a Philly, right? No. But like I said previously, I don't remember if I talked about it on Double R or somewhere else, but Shakur should definitely no. Devin and Ryan Garcia shouldn't have been in New York. It should have been in Vegas. I don't know what A-Side the weirdo is doing right now, but it should have been in Vegas because their market is way better in Vegas than it is in New York. Like
I don't think that, dude. The guy has been on some Illuminati tour. It's
but
not.
Look, they said that.
Who is they?
Canelo, the fans. They said that Canelo was fighting a week after Devin and Ryan Garcia, but they're not. So it wouldn't have mattered if they would have fought in Las Vegas, man. People who want to pay and see a fight, they're gonna go see the fight regardless. And Vegas is a boxing city, so that's an automatic borderline for casuals to come. And then on top of that, real boxing fans is gonna be there. It would have done way better. That's where their fan base is. They're both LA.
You should have been on the West Coast, on their West side.
They're LA kids. Their fan base is there. That's where they sell the best. Both of their fights have done the best.
You think this came? You think this came by way of trying to compete with Tank Davis?
Absolutely, of course. You know, B Diddy wanted to do that. You know,
yes.
No, I'm just playing, Bill. No, of course. I think so. I think for like the right reasons though. Like, you know what I'm saying? They trying to close the doors, close all corners on Tank. So they want to show, look, you saying that we can't sell, but look, this is what we just did with Ryan Garcia versus what you did with Ryan Garcia.
Right.
We right there, or we a little off. Like,
and it looks like it's probably backfiring against him, but I can admire someone that's trying, right? He's trying everything he's trying everything he possibly can to actually make the fight with Tank, even fighting Ryan Garcia, even fighting in the Barclays. But if it does backfire, it doesn't matter. I think that, like I've been saying this for the longest, I think Devin Haney is Tank Davis' ultimate B side to Tank Davis A side, because you can't find a better B side. The next one will be Shakur Stevenson. Like, those are the two that deserve the fight. Those are the two. That's it.
But
anything you want to close out with?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. You forgetting anything?
Nah. Nah, I ain't forgetting nothing.
Hey, you see how you do?
I ain't forget nothing.
Hey, Chad. Yo, Chad, he bogus as hell. Hey, Chad, I sent this man a tweet.
I don't recall.
Let me read y'all the tweet. If he let me get through it without being fraud, let me read y'all the tweet, right? The tweet says, Golden Boy Promotions has started to wave the white flag on Haney Garcia tickets. cut prices on many tickets by 50%, slicing 1.1 million off all in face value to 4 million. Real mess of 1,700 tickets besides to like meaning they cut it down from 1,700 to 588 tickets. Lower ball, same price as some uppers. So basically, what he's saying is the tickets been doing so bad. Golden Boy had to cut the tickets in half. That's how these Haney fans be moving. Mad wacky, bro. Mad wacky.
So you said I'm moving wacky. I don't remember I didn't remember the text that you sent me.
Man, whatever.
All right.
Whatever.
I appreciate all of you guys. If you guys rocking out with us, make sure that you go ahead and ollie shuffle over to that like button, punch it, and then left hook that subscribe button for more knockout content. Most importantly, we're glad to help you guys get to your commute this morning. I'm your boy A-Side, and I'm rocking out with my boy here,
Sean. Make sure you get on your morning grind. Start over.
Yeah, yo. Hey, to everybody in chat, peace and love. We love y'all. Salute, man. We out. Until next time. Peace.
You don't leave me like that. That's